Heat racing action about to get underway here at Colorado Speedway, Hanford, California, for the Dirt Nationals Friday night, 2015. It is October 30th, the night before Halloween. On the pole, the number 67 JR. That is Chris Mancebo. Behind him will be the number 45, driven by Troy Petit, Ron Hurt in the number 17, the number 55 of Rich Sylvester, the 77X of Pat Biggs, the 44, the real deal Rick Childress, and rounding out the field, the number 1 of Alan Mendez. All green with purple number 1. So the track getting all worked in here. Official on the back straightaway. Official on the front straightaway saying double up because we're going green next time by. Jeffrey's finished putting the cameras together, and we are getting ready to go for the green flag as the field gets ready to go around this track. So Mancebo leads from the pole. The Petit on the outside. That's the front row. And this is the only heat race tonight for the IMCA stock cars. All the cars entered this weekend are on the racetrack. Here we go.
Green flag is in the air. We're racing at the Dirt Nationals. Hanford, California, just lit up like a jack-o'-lantern.
Top 3 on the screen. Hurt, Petit in the lead. Hurt was trying something on that 67 machine. Now he's trying something on the inside.
Looking at the inside of the 67.
There's some action going on back here.
Chris Mancebo in second place, mentioned that 67 car. Rick Childress in the 44. He holds the 4th spot. Battle for 5th is on screen. It's the 55 of Rich Sylvester holding off the number 1 machine, who's smoking up a bit. Wasn't out here for the hot laps, Tommy. Could just be burning off some old oil.
Could be.
That's the number 1 of Alan Mendez. Rounding out the field, the 77X. Pat Biggs.
Looks like the oil or the smoke is coming from under the hood. Could be some oil leak on the exhaust here or something. But the field's pretty spread out. You see the 45 of Petit commanding this race lead over Mancebo.
Yeah, like you mentioned, kind of spreading out here in the early portion of this heat race. Tommy, a lot of these drivers, I imagine, though, kind of eyeing the prize for tomorrow night.
Yes.
Now, these drivers, this will be the one division that we don't talk about any transfer spots. We know that all these cars will be back on track. Hopefully all of them, as Alan Mendez in the number 1 machine pulls it off. Battle for second on track, the 67. Mancebo goes way wide, and it looked almost like Hurt saw it coming.
Yeah, he kind of set that one up.
Oh, maybe Hurt sees something else coming.
Hurt's got some smoke coming out from under the 17 machine. So let's keep an eye on this 17 car going into the corner. It
a lot of smoke in a short duration of time.
It looks like when he gets out of the gas stripper, that thing smokes up heavily.
It's a lot of smoke though, Tommy. You got to be worried about that. Lap traffic for your leader, the 45 machine of Troy Petit, trying to get around the 77X of Biggs. The white flag is in the air, and Hurt's trying to chase him down, despite all the smoke that pours out of that 17 machine.
Maybe he's putting more coal. Using that coal, shoveling it in.
Out of turn number 4, it's going to be the 45, Troy Petit, taking the victory in the first race of the weekend.
The Mancebo will hold on to 3rd, Childress in 4th. Hurt obviously finishing 2nd.
What is that you smell?
I smell oil.
I wonder why.
Because I think we got a couple of smokers out
Hey,
here.
it could be the kettle corn behind us.
Could be. I kind of smelled garlic earlier, man. You can tell we're in the middle of California.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's a lot of agriculture going on around us.
Yeah.
Well, up next looks to be our first hobby stock heat race of the night. Heat race number 1 for the Sport Mods. Ready to go on track. They're lined up and ready. The 13M, that is Matt Mayo. To Matt's outside. Happens to be a car that's perfectly in line with the other. Who is that, Jeffrey?
That's a dirty car.
I was going to say Donald Hampel in the 30H. The 33 of Paul Espino. And we get ready to go green. That actually on the outside is the number 86 machine of Josh Henley.
And
Hensley, I should say.
Almost started up in.
Hensley's going to take a detour. And without a wall there to help you, that's what you can see sometimes. These drivers go way too hard in the corner. Second spot, now getting a challenge from Hampel.
And it's aggressive move, Tommy, because transfer spots. Top 5.
I apologize. That's actually the 63 of Aaron Farrell who snuck up into third.
That's a really dirty car. I'll give you some leeway on that one. Yeah, but Tommy, just look.
Oh, Wayne Dodson. That's a 74 car who's now going for the lead, but has to check up. And the battle for the second spot continues on. Ben Lickey in the number 4. His nickname is Wall-E for the amount of times he's hit the wall. I gave him the nickname Big Ben earlier this week. And he doesn't care which one as long as you're talking about it. Battle for the lead. Dodson down low on the inside of Matt Mayo. I would tell you what lap we're on, but this scoreboard on the back straightaway does not help me out any.
We're going to learn to count this weekend.
Let's go so.
Oh, boy.
And yeah, the number 86 off track again. Hensley, he's going to he's going to stay out in front of the wall. So Hensley's going to learn what the limits are on this track.
Hensley's been fun to watch in this heat race. A lot of aggressive driving, battle for the lead again.
Out of turn number 2, Dodson down low to the inside of the 13M. Matt Mayo into turn number 3. You see Dodson checking up, Mayo keeping that momentum.
And remember, Tommy, the importance of the 86 car to stay on track, to stay in front of the 4. That is the guaranteed spot for the A main event. 5th place.
Yes. Top 5 in all classes except for the stock cars.
IMCA modifieds as well.
And the modifieds.
3 heat races. They will have 4 cars transferred to the A main event.
So, with the Sport Mod division, we got to keep an eye on the top 5. So Hensley has it. Lickey wants it.
How about Mayo right now holding off the veteran Dodson?
Yeah, Mayo's doing a great job in that 13M. I don't know if he has a mirror installed in that machine, but he does not want to use it. I can guarantee you that. White flag. And now you see Dodson trying to outside. Mayo's going to shut the door. Dodson's going to be in the dust.
Battle for the calls.
Yeah, battle for the 3rd spot now. You see Farrell and Hampel, but out of turn number 4, the 13M, Matt Mayo, checkered flag, in this first heat race for the Sport Mod.
And the 86 looking to hold on to the final transfer spot.
Hensley's going to do it. Lickey and Espino are going to be in the B main event tomorrow night.
That was great racing.
That's what we expect.
And that was just a heat race.
Got to give a big shout out to the Settlemeyers. How about Steven Settlemeyer having a big old party at his house here?
Heck yeah.
So thank you all for tuning in.
All right, folks, heat race number 2 for the Sport Modifieds. On the front row here, we got double 7s.
How about that?
The 7C machine, Clint Rickenback, will be starting on the inside on the pole. And to his outside, number 7, Todd Carlock. Row number 2 gives us the 3F of Chris Falkenberg and the 7J of Fred Ryland. Then we got the 14H of Matthew Aguio, 2C of Trevor Clemens, and the 16 of Ricky Childress Jr. Green flag is in the air, and we're going to see what 5 cars will move on to the qualifying races tonight.
We're already seeing the transfer battle kind of change around.
It looked like a tough start there for Falkenberg and the 3F machines. Lost a couple of positions on the get-go. Caution flag coming back out. They did not like that start.
I like the brightness of that truck's lights. So
yeah, don't stare too long. It's kind of like that orange color in the crayon box. You'll go blind.
I didn't know. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong.
No, Tommy. You stuck the crayon in your ear.
Yes, you're right.
That's why. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll be catching up to you soon, I'm sure.
The orange crayon is the one that's.
It can make you go deaf too.
Damn.
Hey, the more you know.
That's
right?
probably why I do not stay in the lines.
Getting ready for the restart. The full restart.
This is going to help Falkenberg. He's going to get another try at it.
Green flag in the air. Better start up front.
Oh, boy.
You know, that caused a stack up. There just was never contact. Number 7 slid off track just a bit. We'll probably be talking about that a lot this weekend. Battle for the lead. It is the 7C machine of Rickenback. Trouble for the number 7 again.
That car just hit a slick spot, it looked like.
Just didn't want to turn out of turn number 4. Put him across the nose of the field. Now Falkenberg loses a spot to Hagio. And the battle for the lead.
So we have 3 number 7s here in this heat race alone.
Certainly do. Taking the lead, Fred Ryland in the 7J machine.
All right, transfer spot battle. Here we go. Childress, the outlaw, in the 16 machine is actually going to maybe take 2 spots in one corner.
He's trying right now. He's looking to the inside of Falkenberg. Falkenberg's car just doesn't seem to have the handling it needs.
Falkenberg has it. Childress wants it.
And the number 7's just going straight right now out of turn number 4, Tommy. That car has an issue. Childress's car doesn't look like it's handling to the best of its ability, though, tonight. Kind of looks like the right front's just digging in. Keeping an eye here. This is our transfer spot.
It's a transfer spot battle. Childress now going to dip down low to the inside of Falkenberg out of turn number 4.
Falkenberg riding a little bit more of a conservative line. Number 7 is going to have, I think, his first clean 3 and 4 of the race, so maybe just getting a handle on the racetrack.
Seems like all these sport mounts are having their own different issues.
Tommy, this looks like a completely different heat race than we saw in the last.
Exactly.
A lot of handling issues in this one, where the last race it was just a lot of tight, close racing. And right now, I think a bit surprising, this driver, I believe, was even featured on the track website from being in victory lane. And right now, he's not guaranteed into the A main event. He will be missing the qualifying races if he's not able to improve his position.
He's trying, though. He's digging.
He is, and he's probably going to dig pretty hard here. We've seen some pretty aggressive slide jobs already. He's going to try and make his move, get some momentum down the back straightaway. Falkenberg going to take away the line.
Wow, here we go.
As well as a battle for second now on hand. The white flag is in the air.
Here's a battle for the second spot. That's calmed down, so we're going back to the transfer spot battle.
It has out of turn number 4. 7J Fred Ryland will take the victory.
Childress to the nose, literally under Falkenberg, last corners. Here we go.
Can Childress guarantee a spot in the main event? It's not going to happen out of turn number 4. Falkenberg, that restart for him was more important than we ever could have guessed.
So there you see the winning machine. That's a good-looking machine there. Fast Freddie Ryland going to the pits. Your heat race number 2 winner.
Rickenback holding on to the second position. And then the 14 Hagio having a good heat race there, finishing in 3rd. Great race in there for the transfer spot. But Tommy, I think a little bit surprising, like we talked about, Ricky Childress Jr. Very surprising to see him struggle to get up into the top 5. He's not going to be part of the qualifying races tonight. And if we have a B-main for Sport Mods tomorrow, he's in it.
Absolutely, Jeffrey. And if so, it's going to be a fun B-main to watch. Also, he could be our winning B-main bomber. You never know.
You never know. So it'll be fun to watch, see what's to come.
Heat race number 1 for the mini stocks on the racetrack. How about the number 62 of Rowdy Dickard taking the field to the green from the pole. To his outside, the number 99N of Sonny Huber. I'm sorry. That was a 99D. The 99N of Josh Nichols, the 32 of Eden McCormick, and the 99D of Sonny Huber.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dirt Dog, the number 6, Andy Boydston, and the 68C of Chris Corder. And then we got the last row, the number 1 of DJ Keltson, and the 00, or we should clarify, Boo of Kit Murphy. That is your.
I love it. I should have done that for Night of Destruction.
That's yeah.
I could have won the prettiest car contest.
You could have won the hearts of many. Field at the ready. That's Kurt Busch leading the field to the green if we were at Talladega.
I like how you went with Kurt Busch.
Because that was his paint scheme at Talladega.
Not Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby's had his time. He's been there and done that.
Oh boy, here we go. Tim Murphy picking up 3, now 4 spots.
Very good. Now the top 5 transfer into the feature in this race.
And we saw the 00 machine smoking it up a little bit.
And some contact up front, and around go the 62 machine. No other car is going to get collected, so Rowdy Dickard having to put his machine in reverse.
We discussed the size of that berm earlier amongst ourselves when we were standing on it. It's like 3 feet tall.
Battle for the lead out of turn number 2. And a pass for the lead going into turn number 3. What a move. I believe that is the number 68 of Chris Corder.
Kim Murphy moving up to 3rd.
So
our transfer spot holder, Boydston.
Yep, and the number 6 machine, black and green. So that's your top 5, or he is 5th, I should say. Kit Murphy in 3rd, starting to get some pressure now from the 99D machine of Huber.
Murphy, I think, has an issue, maybe. I don't know, it just looked like he lost speed going down the back straight.
Yeah, and then Huber went to the outside, and I thought they were going to make some contact. I believe the scoreboard's now working, and I think we're on lap number 3.
Yeah, Tommy Murphy right now in trouble, and the battle for the transfer spots behind him.
Jeffrey, I see smoke coming out of that Boo machine.
Yeah, we saw it earlier.
Boydston getting passed by the number 32, and that'll change your transfer spot of Eden McCormick. So McCormick has it, Boydston wants it back.
And Murphy potentially in trouble.
Now Murphy, you can see blue smoke coming out from underneath that truck. One more spot, and he's on the outside looking in.
Tommy, I'm taking a look. I will next time out of turn number 3.
Okay.
Excuse me, out of turn number 3, out of turn number 2. I want to take a look at the left front of the 32 machine who just moved into a transfer spot. I don't know if it's just a bouncy suspension or maybe something bigger.
I'm taking a look with you, but you tell me what you're not
It's the lighting on the rim.
Oh, okay. So it looked like a bent
looked
wheel
almost like the wheel was broken.
Yeah.
Battle back here.
Not for a transfer spot, but for 7th place on the track.
Now, almost more important, it's for who's to not finish last.
Correct. Rowdy Dickard getting by the number 1 machine.
And here's our transfer spot battle, and in front of them, another duel.
Here comes Boydston to the inside. They make contact, and you see the trunk or the tailgate flap of Murphy, thankfully keeping that Boo machine on the ground from rolling over.
Wow, that was close.
That was a close one.
I feel you said Boydston to the inside. I'm like, Tommy, Boydston isn't in the 32 because there was a battle going on in front of them. I didn't realize Boydston was going to throw it in that hard.
Gotcha. No, Boydston did. And it looks like Boydston's going to have some right front suspension damage.
Did his airbags go off?
68 out of turn number 4. He is your winner of this first mini stock heat race of Chris Corder. Going to take the checkered flag. 99N in 2nd of Josh Nichols. And the 32 coming home in 3rd, Eden McCormick.
Now Boydston's got to make sure he doesn't break that right front.
Boydston crosses the line, and he is the 5th car on the field. So he will be going into the A main event. All others will be coming from the B.
Not too much damage on the 00 on Boo.
Could have been. That was almost a wheel shot there.
I mean, yeah.
Not often can you run a front-wheel drive into a truck and get away with it. But it did this time.
That's right, kids. Just in time for Christmas. Ask the parents.
My eyes just played a trick on me. I could have sworn I just saw a ton of sparks come out of that truck.
Oh, really?
But
could have.
I think what happened was I was looking at the scoreboard and the truck at the same time, and the images combined.
No, that's just crazy. Heat race number 2 for the mini stocks. Getting ready to go. We got another truck. So we have 2 total trucks so far this weekend, but definitely tonight. Are you ready to do the lineup?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I like where you're going with this. Oh, you're ready, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Row number 1 gives us the number 10 machine of Ken Schugarts. I like that truck. And then on the outside, the 22Z of Zach Albers. Row 2 on the inside, that's the 7 of Live with Lonnie Spillers and the 8 machine of Matthew Brumley. Green flag is in the air. Row 3, the 4C of Jason Cook.
Rewind.
I do not see the 4C of Jason Cook.
No, I don't either.
I believe that was a car that had some issues earlier on as well in hot laps. Talk about those transfer spots.
Oh, boy.
Rounding out the field, the 86 machine of Darren Miguel.
So here we're watching the battle for 5th, the transfer spot.
Oh, man, they're going nuts. They're going crazy.
I love mini stock.
I love them, too. It's going to be an intense duel right here between the 8 and the 10, I think, for this transfer spot.
I think that's the biggest and smallest mini stock of the weekend battling for the transfer spot. I mean, look at the size difference, and they're both 4 cylinders.
Let's see here. The 3R, Bob Davis, was scheduled to start this race. There he is. He's got a really big R, so it's
oh boy, don't get run over.
Run over. And then the 15 machine of Jason Womack. That rounds out the field here on lap number 2. The battle for the transfer spot between the 8 and the 10.
The most intense battle of the weekend so far.
Brumley's in the 10. Excuse me, Brumley's in the 8, the small car. And then the 10, Schugarts. You know, we might have a good duel, though, for the lead here soon. The top 4 all riding together in a big pack.
You warned me when that's going to happen, because I can't keep my eyes off this.
No, you watch the most important battle of probably the weekend.
We're going to be educated after this one.
There is a battle for the lead close.
All right, we'll watch the lead.
All right, down the front straight away. Albers leading. The 86 machine trying to find a way around. That's Miguel. Miguel goes to the outside. Door to door. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And Miguel going to take over the lead. And the battle for the transfer spot is now. The 8 machine is trying to turn. He almost hit the number 10. He clipped him.
Not as bad as...
But the car's so small that I don't think the number 10 even noticed. Now back to the battle for 2nd. It's going to be a good weekend. Womack taking over the battle for 2nd, it looks like. He's going to get around Albers. Now Albers about to lose his 3rd position in a lap.
The leaders are closing into your transfer battle.
So Davis in the 3R trying to work his way up. That Spiller that they're going around.
All right, so if it wasn't such a pressure cooker enough, the transfer battle is not going to deal with the leaders.
Oh boy, this is going to be a good main event tomorrow night. Oh boy, in front of your leaders. The 10's struggling just a little bit.
I was watching Spiller go up the track. White flag.
And the battle for the lead. Can Womack catch the back of Miguel? He's there. So the battle for the lead in the mini stocks, the final lap of heat race action.
Here we go. Last
Womack
corners.
Trying to make something happen, but it's too late. The 86 machine going to cross the line. Darren Miguel, the winner of the heat race. Probably one of the most intense heat races.
That was, I was on my feet. That's because
that was a battle. Photo finish.
Hobby stock heat race number 1 out here at Keller Auto Speedway in Hanford, California. We've got a late entry. I believe it's a 99.
You know, it was interesting. I heard the announcer call this King Speedway.
Yeah, I've been hearing that too. I just don't know what to say. The website says one thing, the announcers say the other. The problem is they're getting paid to talk about the track, and we're not. I don't want to burn any bridges because I want to buy a car. Like Killer.
I feel like that was backwards. I feel like if you're being paid by the track, you'd be in more trouble to get the track name wrong. We did it all the time when they changed Irwindale Speedway to Toyota Speedway at Irwindale.
But if I can't buy a car, how am we getting home?
I thought we had bikes. We talked about how long it is.
I'm not going to ride no bike up with the Grapevine.
All right.
Damn.
Fine, I'll get you a radio flyer.
All right. That'll be fun going down the hill. Could you imagine?
I'm joining you for that one.
All right. So the 43B, I just wonder what all these people watching this YouTube video and probably on Race Fit X are thinking. 43B of Brandon Wenzel, or Wenzel, I should say, starts on the pole to his outside. The number 67J of Mike Shearer. The number 0 machine of David McEwen starts inside row 2. And then Dan Marino starts on the outside of row number 2. That is actually Jeff Lacey. But Jeff kind of made himself.
Did it to himself?
He made it easy for himself there. Alvin Entz in the 49 and to the outside. The driver we were just talking about, Kyle Wood in the 21. And rounding out the field, the 99 of Don Meade.
Now, funny enough, we mentioned issues and whatnot.
Top 5 transfer.
We mentioned some earlier, and I'll get to this story in a few laps. Because I feel like we're going to see it come to fruition.
Wenzel and Shearer brings the field to the green, and we go racing. Heat race number 1 for the Hobby Stocks. Contact already. Marino trying to get tackled by McEwen. Or Lacey.
Shearer with a great start.
Wenzel slipping back to 3rd. Battle for the transfer spot is starting to brew up. You're watching right around the 99 and the 0 of McEwen. Once they get side by side, the race is on, and they are almost side by side. Only more. So Shearer has his wheels cranked to the left. That car wanting to push out straight. Jeff Lacey in the 2nd spot. 3rd spot is Wood. 4th is Wenzel. And McEwen in 5th. Alvin Entz and Don Meade on the outside looking into this A feature. Lacey's going to make a move to the inside of Shearer after Shearer's having issues in turns number 1 and 2. Made a big bobble, that front end just wanting to go straight. Let's take a look going into turn 3 if the front end does the same. Nope, 2 different corners, 2 different ways. No, now it's going straight.
I wanted to mention Meade just took over the 5th spot.
So Meade's looking good for this feature. Now it's going to make a run for Wenzel.
Tommy, whenever I see 2 cars come out of turn 4, the car in front being on the inside and drifting up on the car on the outside, and they have contact,
I know what you're thinking.
it brings me right back to some really big hobby stock wrecks we've seen here on the front straightaway. Shearer is just putting on a circus act right now in the lead.
He's trying. I mean, he's doing a great job of holding off Jeff Lacey. The problem is Jeff Lacey doesn't know when to pass Shearer because once it's on the exit of the corner, the 67J is all over the racetrack.
I think Wood right now in the 21 machine battling for 2nd now in that yellow car.
I think the bad luck came to an end.
I think this is his redemption nationals. Like, all he cares probably is about finishing a race.
Well, Kyle Wood into the 2nd spot. Shearer now starting to feel the pressure, I imagine.
The battle for 5th is on.
Wenzel trying to stay into the feature. McEwen makes some contact, and now Alvin Entz taking a peek. 3 cars battling for the feature as Jeff Lacey's just trying to get into 2nd spot.
So Shearer was able to pull away. Battle for 5th is on screen.
2 laps to go for this heat race action. So you got a pack of 4 cars and then a pack of 3, and the pack of 3 is the one to watch, because that is where the transfer battle is home to. White flag for Shearer.
This is not the transfer spot.
No.
These 2 cars are battling with. It's right in front of them. That 0 machine holds it.
McEwen has it. The 2 others behind want it.
Neat.
I haven't seen McEwen make a bobble, though. That's the difference. been pretty consistent in that
Driving
zero.
hard.
Out of turn number 4, Shearer's going to take the checkered flag in this first Hobby Stock heat race of the night. And out of turn number 4, it'll be McEwen in that number 0 machine, holding on to the A main spot. All others having to go through the B main event tomorrow night, live on Race Feed X.
You know bugs are high in protein. Slick. Green flag is in the air. Johnny would if he could, and he can into turn number 1. Jump to the early lead.
Oh boy, some contact there.
We saw a lot of smoke pouring out of the 33 machine of Parker.
Brian Childress in the 2nd spot, his Hobby Stock debut for Low Budget TV.
Some contact into turn number 3.
Michael Scruggs in the 91.
And saw that coming.
We're Hobby Stock racing.
We
He's
certainly are.
number 2.
The 33, that red machine of Cody Parker right now going to get hit by Scruggs, unsurprisingly. The 31 car, Nick Triolo, just moved into the 2nd spot. There's a bit of a rivalry, I think, between the 91 and the 33 going on right now. 73 machine, Tommy? Yeah, there's a rivalry going on. 73J, Christy Shearer, and rounding out the field, number 1. Talked about him earlier, Tim Worth. Watch Scruggs into turn number 1.
So, if you're on our Facebook page, Low Budget TV or LBTV Productions.
Wow. Uh-oh, trouble for the 33 maybe. Just kind of really lost a lot of time, unless he was just waiting for Scruggs.
Our coverage question has been posted. Where are you watching tonight's racing action?
Mechanical woes for Cody Parker, it looks like.
Yeah, not sure what's going on with Cody.
Tommy, we saw that car smoking up a storm earlier on. Maybe he doesn't have any more oil to burn off.
Maybe not.
Hopefully they get that fixed up for tomorrow. But that car was inside of a transfer spot. Another car up in smoke out of turn number 4. This one looks like a motor expired for the 31 machine.
Did a great job working up into the 2nd spot, but now pulling into the infield.
That's Nick Triolo, Tommy. Is that a kind of a, I don't know, I'm trying to see where the smoke's coming from. Looks
like
almost like the rear end.
Rear
Yellow.
end, yeah. Or it could be coming out of the exhaust if the exhaust pipes extend that far. See the fire rescue team trying to look for some flames. Looks like they're thankfully unsuccessful in finding any. So,
halfway, lap number 4 restart. Johnny Wood, our leader. Brian Childress, American stock driver, gone hobby stock. And the number 1 machine in 3rd.
It's only a matter of time for Childress actually to be off the pace, but to move up the racing ladder. He's kind of been there and done it in the American stocks. So very cool to see him step up his racing ladder. Shearer trying to close in on Scruggs. They both go up the track trying to stay off of each other. All while Johnny Wood in the 35 is checking out of this place.
Yeah, that car's obviously hooked up this weekend. Worth, his number 1 machine, also looking pretty good. Lap number 6, 2 laps to go. Scruggs in the 91 machine, a driver that we often see competing up near the front of the field. He's going to be a driver who, now that he's done having his fun with Parker, and now can focus on his heat race, he's battling Childress for 3rd. Might have it out of turn number 4 here. We're going to see door to door taking the white flag. And contact.
Definitely what Brian Childress is used to.
Out of turn number 4, Johnny Wood takes the victory. Lap number 8 completed. Worth in the number 1 machine. And the battle for 3rd is going to be the fun one to watch between Scruggs and Childress. It's going to be Childress out of turn number 4, taking the 3rd spot, Scruggs in 4th. And rounding out the cars running, the 73 of Christy Shearer. Is he going to do it?
He wants to be a modified. Just can't do it.
He just did a wheelie. Nope. He's retired. All right, Tommy. IMCA Modifieds. Biggest field, number-wise.
Of the weekend, I believe we have 20
Seriously, this is some killer stuff.
so far. That's unless anybody showed up after these cheats were printed and or anybody shows up tomorrow night.
Right now, nobody new in this heat race.
Lining these cars up, probably take them around one more time.
So, with that, let's go through the starting lineup. The number 5 SR, that's Buddy Shelton, starts on the pole to his outside. The 5L of Cody Laney, inside row number 2. The number 42, Mike Mazzell. The 5D, Brad Berg, starts on the outside of the second row. Inside row number 3, the number 22.
Stephen Nolan.
Tommy,
Well,
wasn't Stephen Noland in the 222? I mean, I'm just asking.
so well, anyways, the 22 is Rod Bain, the 222 of Stephen Nolan, and the 0 of Jimmy Reeves.
We got a straggler who's been having mechanical issues. I
Yep,
think.
and mechanical issues continue as Mazzell pulls it off the track. We go green. Heat race number 1 for the modified.
See, now I see where you got Mazzell. He was on track.
Oh, Shelton backs up his corner. Nolan getting a piece. Battle for the lead down into turn number 3. Brad Berg in the 5 to the inside of the other 5, Cody Laney.
And in third place, the 5. They better go 3 wide. Oh, boy.
Boy,
contact.
3 wide for the lead. The 555 crew ahead of the 222 machine.
That is a, I think, unhappy driver that was inside.
Cody Laney holds the lead out of turn number 4. That's lap number 2 as they cross the line.
I might not see this be done.
5D Brad Berg trying to hold off Sheldon. Sheldon's going to slip back after a bobble in the center of the corner. Here comes Berg now to the inside for the lead. I might be wrong. I think the modifieds have something over these mini stocks here tonight.
Wow.
I can't say I'm surprised, but I definitely didn't think it would happen. Look at this.
Again.
Here we go. It's all about your run out of the corners, and Brad Berg gets it every time on Laney, but Laney with that momentum holds it off just enough. Sheldon to the inside for second. Buddy Sheldon, then that 5SR gets by Berg. Berg can hit the back bumper and now go to his inside. The 5SR versus a 5D. Berg to the inside. And now he's getting some heat from the 222 of Steve Nolan. And Sheldon's going to bobble. 3 cars under a blanket for second spot. Include Jimmy Reeves in this battle now. Nolan having to hit the brakes. Nolan's going to make some contact with Sheldon. Jimmy Reeves is trying to watch that front end as he tags the wall out of turn number 4. The 5L, for any of you Cody Laney fans, is checked out from this second spot battle. Reeves now in the dust. He's going to slip back. Top 4, by the way, is your transfer spot as we have the white flag. So Nolan is in prime spot.
He was. Then he struggled out of turn 4. Now he's possibly in trouble.
Jimmy Reeves in the 22 machine of Bain on the outside looking in. Nolan has it. Bain wants a checkered flag for Cody Laney in the 5L.
And
Nolan's going to hold
at
on.
the line.
Yeah, Nolan's going to hold on. Bain tried. He was digging out of turn number 4.
Great comeback for Bain.
Absolutely.
Almost got it.
Almost got it. And how about the 5SR and the 5D Sheldon and Berg were racing their hearts out. You would have thought that was a transfer spot. Heat race number 2 for the IMCA modifieds on the track, getting ready to go green. Jeffrey, I'll let you take it away.
All right, the 9XXX of Chet Reeves, our pole sitter for this race. Waiting for the green flag. Green flag. And the green car is going to start it off in second. 61 machine jumps to an early lead. We are going to cleanly make it through turn number 1. A little bit of contact through turn number 2.
Maybe cleanly.
61 machine, Ricky Thatcher. Okay. He was your leader. At the time of me opening my mouth, Chet Reeves, power move past the 61 machine. Now Bill Wilkers in the 71 in third place. He's going to move in on this battle. Now he's going to have to deal with Bobby Hogue.
Battle for the transfer spot.
3 wide into turn number 3.
Is nowhere in sight. Hogue is your 4th place car, and everybody else behind, clear gap. So no transfer battle yet.
Wilkers goes wide. Always leaves me kind of curling my toes when we see those modifieds swing out wide. Because it's hard to gauge how close they're getting to that wall.
Very true.
I guess that's why we put a camera back there.
Hogue now on the mission, trying to get to the lead, trying to get to the inside of the 9XXX.
He's there. Jet Reeves going to find him. Reeves was one of the last cars to show up, and yet he was still early for a personal record.
Hogue with his nose ahead.
Maybe some contact back here between 2 drivers duking it out for 6th. Number 4 machine, Bubba Nelson, having to deal with the C9 of Chad Rickenback. Looked like those 2 had contact. Might do it again. Here's Hoff. That is a change for the transfer spot.
Right? As the leader took the spot away from Reeves.
So Wilkers, just getting knocked out of it. Hoff is on a mission. That car had to gain time.
And it just literally came to life out of nowhere.
To life. Oh, big contact into turn number 1. Slammed with the 61 machine. Thatcher, that knocks him out of the transfer spot. Now Wilkers holds it, and the white flag is in the air.
Will it work for Hoff? Will it work for Thatcher this time by?
Battle for the transfer spot, the way to make it into the A main event tonight. Guarantee your spot in it. Wilkers is going to take away the line of Thatcher. Thatcher throws it into turn number 3. Hoff is going to try to take away his spot from Reeves. He does it, and Wilkers holds off the 61 of Thatcher.
2 great heat races for the modifieds.
Still got 1 to go to finish it all off.
Bobby Hogue, made his way through the field into the lead.
Thatcher got slam, bam,
He was, and I'm actually surprised that left front held up with that
So
impact.
did I. I thought that easily could have been the end of Thatcher's heat race. Unfortunately, it was the end of his run inside the top 4.
Yeah.
So
he's going to sleep tonight thinking about the B main tomorrow.
or he's going to just have nightmares about Hoff coming into turn number 1. I mean, hey. But the question is, did
Maybe they're not going to sleep. Maybe they're going to settle it off in the pits right now.
Good. At least we can.
All right, here we go. Heat race number 3, the final heat race for the IMCA Modifieds. Ethan Dotson, Roger Holder bring the field to the green. You see a bit of a stack up early and some wheel climbing. Heading into turn number 1. Nick DiCarlo to the inside of Dotson. And that's 17. The number 77 of Wild Bill Bartels holds on to the 4th and your transfer spot. But with that, here comes the 54 now taking a peek to the outside. Tim Clark Jr. with Jeff Decker in tow. So move Bartels out. And you can move Clark in. Battle for the lead out of turn number 4. Nick DiCarlo down low to the inside of the West Coast Wild Man, Roger Holder. Holder's going to hold on to the lead out of turn 2. You can see this track is hooked up and fast for a lot of these modifieds. And it's a smooth, fast track as well. Jeff Decker now making his way to the inside. This is the battle for the transfer spot. Decker's going to throw it in there. Debris flying towards the pits. Not sure what that was.
I think it had to do with the right front of the 54.
There it is. You see the fender, or not a fender, the door starting to peel up. So Clark is flipping back to 5th. That puts him in the B main for tomorrow night. Almost a fender. That's actually part of the hood.
I was going to say, I was going to call it a fender too, and then
You realize we were talking about modifieds. Yeah.
Yeah.
No fenders in these real race cars.
It's a front quarter panel.
Yeah, there you go. Well, DeCarlo has been putting pressure on Roger Holder for the last few laps. 2 to go, make it 1 at the line. So DeCarlo's searching for a way around the West Coast Wild Man. But I tell you what, Jeffrey, watching the way that 24 car is getting around this track, not one bobble, not one issue. That 24 car is hooked up into this track tonight.
Oh yeah, you can see it. There's been a couple cars tonight that are looking really good going into tomorrow. And tonight, we still have the qualifying races for those that have moved on. Usually it's kind of the other way around where the drivers first to see the track are the ones that, you know, had issues, didn't make it further, have to do the B-mains. But because of the qualifying race format they have here at the Dirt Nationals, we're going to see these cars later on tonight. It's going to be really exciting. For those that weren't able to join us live, I'd like to say we do have DVDs available.
Yep.
Thank you for watching here on YouTube. Tommy, where can you find those DVDs?
You can go on our Facebook page and inquire about them, and then hopefully you will acquire them when you're done inquiring. On our Facebook page, LBTV Productions, that's Low Budget TV on YouTube. I'm sorry, Low Budget TV on Facebook, and then, or you can message us on YouTube, that's LBTV Productions as well, or Low Budget TV. Or find us at the racetrack. Hit us over the top of the head, and after we're done swinging, we'll let you know why and how to get a hold of us with our DVDs. So, the Race Feed Extreme, you're not going anywhere. But thank you all for watching here on YouTube.